Hello everyone, welcome to Total Body. My name is Brittany. I'm so excited to be taking you all through this 45-minute full body workout. We'll be doing arms, legs, some core with a little bit of cardio in between. So before we get started, make sure you have a floor mat or some carpet readily available for your workout, and maybe some light dumbbells depending on however much you want to use. This is your workout, so take everything to your abilities. So let's get started with that warm-up. Take a deep breath in and start rolling those shoulders backwards. I'm going to go ahead and start the timer here. So roll those shoulders backwards, stretching everything out, getting that tension out in your shoulders. As you get that tension out of your shoulders, drop everything here, everything from outside of class. Go ahead and roll them forward. And remember why you came here today. That's what we're going to focus on. Roll those shoulders forward little by little. And after this, we'll start taking it into some little tiny arm circles. Breathing in and breathing out. In 3, 2, arms up. We'll start with little circles, maybe adding in a step touch, getting that body warm. And you can make those circles bigger and bigger, opening those rotator cuffs. Warming up those arms, waking up our bodies for a nice total body workout tonight. Breathe in and breathe out. Next thing we're going to do is take those circles backwards with those little tiny circles. Go ahead and meet me here right now. Little circles, slowly developing them, making them bigger and bigger. Got about 5 seconds here, and we'll stand it together. Bring it to standing, and we'll go ahead and hug one knee in towards our chest, breathing in, breathing out, and switching. Stretching out our legs, our hamstrings. Breathing in. So ask yourself this, why'd you sign on to this class? Why are you here with me for 45 minutes on YouTube today? Keep that in mind throughout this whole class, and you can remind yourself when things are maybe a little tough why you signed on. All right, the next thing we've got here, we're going to take it into a side stance lunge, leaning our weight into that heel, stepping it together, and switching. So our weight goes in that side heel, knee doesn't go too far over that toe, and our other leg is straight for these side lunges, waking up our legs for 10. In 3, 2. All right, the next thing we have here is a reverse lunge with a torso twist. So I'm going to demo this reverse lunge. Keep it in mind throughout the rest of the workout because we'll be using it in a lot of different variations for our exercises. So go ahead and stand feet shoulder width apart. Step 1 foot out, toe into the ground, knee slightly hovers right over the ground. And then for the warm-up, we're going to add in a little torso twist. And that's your lunge with the torso twist. So that torso twist goes right over that front knee, stretching out our torso, stretching out our legs, warming it up for 5. Next thing we've got here is some inchworm. So go ahead and meet me at standing. And then you're going to reach down for your toes, walk it out to a standard push-up position. Remember, this plank position, we'll also be using this. Hold it here, walk it back in, meet your toes, and stand up. Walk it out, standard plank position. Walk it back in, and stand it up. One last rep here, and we'll be done with our warm-up. All right. Great job. I hope you're all warm. I'm going to go ahead and set the next timer. What we've got here is a cardio circuit. So if you were not warm yet, prepare. So this cardio circuit is made of 3 exercises. And you're just going to do them 5 each at your own pace, as many rounds as possible. So that first exercise, we've got a triple squat to a burpee. So you're going to do 1, 2, 3 squats, and then you're going to jump it out to that plank position, meet your feet back towards your hand, and stand it back up for 3 more squats. So the 3 squats plus the burpee is 1 rep. You've got 5 of those. Next up, you've got 5 push-ups. So you're gonna get back into that standard plank position, shoulders over your hands, and you're gonna push up until your bottom torso hovers slightly over the ground. Push your hands up and reach for the ceiling. That's your push-up. All right, and now the third exercise we have here is a donkey kick. So you could actually stay on the ground. You're gonna have your hands planted into the ground, and you're just gonna kick your feet up towards the ceiling. That's your donkey kick. So go ahead. We have 3 minutes total here. Do 5 of each exercise. Get through as many rounds as possible. Starting with those squats and burpees. Meet me right here, 3 minutes. So sit back into that chair. Weight in your heels. Squat it up. 2, 3. Bring it down for that burpee if you want. Add a push-up here. Jump your feet in. If you want, add a jump. Up to you. This is your workout. Whatever variation you choose. We have 5 reps here. Don't forget, you don't have to go at my pace. We're getting in as many rounds as possible. I'm on 3. How far are you? 1, 2, 3. Add that burpee option here if you want to add a push-up with the knees. That's an option too. Breathe it in, breathe it out. 3 squats to that burpee. And next up are those push-ups. After your 5th rep, go ahead and get into those 5 push-ups. Okay, I've done my 5 of the first exercise. Now I've got 5 push-ups. Option here, take it to your knees for those push-ups. Hover slightly over the ground. Push it back up to plank position. Got 5. Last exercise, stay on the ground. 5 donkey kicks. 1. Option here, you could go ahead and just kick one leg at a time. So take it down a level. Other up level, if you want to take it up a notch, you could go ahead and keep those legs straight. It's a little more difficult. Whatever option you choose, you got 5. If you need a water break, that's cool too. Only 1 minute to go of this AMRAP circuit. You've come this far. Set the tone for that workout. This is our first circuit. How do you want the rest of this workout to go? Breathe in, breathe out. This is a tough one. After that, we've got those push-ups. Option to take it to your knees. Less than 10 seconds and we're done. Okay, great job. That cardio circuit's over. Get some deep breaths of air. That was really tough. As you get your air, fill up your lungs, get some deep breaths. The next thing we have going is a total body circuit. I'll set the timer and I'll demonstrate those for you. So, go ahead and grab your dumbbells. The first thing we have here is a bent over row with alternating arms. So, you're gonna stand, feet shoulder width apart, slight bend in those knees, and then your dumbbells will hang over by your knees. You'll pick up one dumbbell over toward your pocket, and then you'll switch, and switch, and switch. So that's your bent over row with alternating arms. second thing we've got here is a dumbbell chop. So go ahead and grab only one dumbbell. Hold it here at the stem. You're gonna get into this diagonal position. So hold that weight up towards the corner of your room. Your back toe should go in a diagonal line. And as you reach down for that opposite toe, your other toe will pivot. And that's your dumbbell chop. Think about using an axe to whack a tree down. Dumbbell chop. Okay. And then the last thing we've got here, you can put down that dumbbell, is an oblique burner. So you're gonna get in kind of this half plie lunge position, not all the way down, like this. Arms up by your ears, elbows facing the sides of the rooms. You're just gonna reach down, one elbow to the opposite knee, or to the same knee, actually, working those oblique muscles. So right here, we've got 40 seconds on, 20 seconds off. Meet me when you're ready for those bent over rows with the alternating arms. Sorry, don't meet me yet. Okay, right here. 40 seconds, bent over row with the dumbbell alternating. So right here, try not to let your body turn too much with those rotations, because if you hold steady right over the ground, you're actually getting in a lot of ab work, some core work here. Halfway done with this exercise, less than 20 to go. Holding that weight as if you're bringing those dumbbells into your pockets. Breathing in with every single repetition, less than 10 to go. Next up, we've got those dumbbell chops in 3, 2, 1. Drop one dumbbell. We've got 20 seconds of rest here, and prepare for those dumbbell chops. Remember, you're starting right here. You're gonna bring it down to that opposite knee, toe pivots, and back up. We're starting in 3. So start up here, chop down your tree, bring it down to your knee, and bring it back to that diagonal. So we're gonna be going through this circuit twice. So whatever side you're not doing now, you can go ahead and do next time around. Over halfway done here. Chop down that tree, working that core as you turn, as you pivot. Squatting down, getting that leg work. In 3, 2, shake it out. We're at rest for 20 here. And we'll bring it into those oblique burners. Breathe in, breathe out. Grab a quick sip of water. We have only 5 seconds though. Okay, right here. Half squat position, bending down to one knee and switching. Option here, drop your arm down and reach for that ankle. Take it up a notch. Whatever works for you. A little over halfway done here. This will burn your legs as well as those obliques. Hence the name, Oblique Burners. A little over 10 to go. Keep sure to be breathing. In 5, 3, 2, relax. 20 seconds here, and we're back into the bent over row with alternating arms. Get in some breaths. Grab those weights in 5. Hinge at the hips, pull one weight up, and switch. So not only does this also work your back, your upper back, shoulder muscles, you're getting in that oblique work as you prevent your body from twisting along with those dumbbells. So this really is a full body exercise. Over halfway done with this one. Really pulling, squeezing at the top, feeling it in those deltoid muscles. And 3, 2, relax. 20 seconds of rest here, and we'll go back into those dumbbell chops. This time we're gonna switch sides. So I started over going this way before, so this time I'm gonna start this way. So get ready. In 5, we're gonna go for those dumbbell chops. Go ahead, meet me here. Diagonal, cross it over your midline, pivot that back toe, meet it in this lunge position, and bring it back. You're going hard here. You want that tree to fall as you chop it down. Almost halfway done. Breathe in, breathe out. Squeezing your whole body, getting the most out of every single repetition. Less than 10 to go here. In 3, 2, all right. Rest. Last exercise of this circuit, Oblique Burners. In 10. Go ahead, squat position, bending towards one knee, bring it to standing, rotate again. Don't forget that option to reach for that ankle to take it up a notch. Or if you want to lower that intensity, only twist to however much is comfortable for you. A little over 20 seconds to go here. If you also want to up that intensity, you could get lower in that squat. A little over 10 seconds to go here. Keep it up. Remember why you signed on for the last 3, 2, and 1. Great job. Shake it out. Get some deep breaths of air. The next thing we've got coming your way is an arm circuit. So grab some water, walk it out, take it to a step touch. So when you're ready, grab those dumbbells. What we'll be doing here is 3 exercises, and we'll be doing them in 40-second intervals, but we're gonna switch it up a little, so I'll show you. So that first one is a bicep curl. Hold your weights, palms facing the front of the room, drive those up to meet your shoulders, and then hold them back down, and bicep curl it up. Next exercise, getting in that same position we were just in, hinging at the hips, slight bend in our knees. We've got a tricep kickback. So what you're gonna do is get into that row position. However, now you're gonna kick those dumbbells back to the back of the room and squeezing for the tricep kickback. Last exercise we've got here, you're gonna stand, feet shoulder width apart. This time the dumbbells will be facing your thighs, and you're gonna drive your palms, or the backs of your hands towards the ceiling for a front raise, working those shoulders. So what we're gonna be doing is we'll have 40 seconds of bicep curls like this. Then you're gonna hold one arm stationary, and you're gonna curl the other arm for 40 seconds, hold stationary, and switch for 40 more. We'll be doing that for all 3 of the exercises, only gonna go through one time. I'm gonna go ahead and set the timer. When you're ready, get your last sip of air, or breath of air, sip of water. Okay, gonna start the timer now. Double arm bicep curl right here, 40 seconds. Try not to hold those elbows in, like squeezing your torso, because you're not gonna get the most out of the exercise that way. Give a little bit of room between each elbow and your mid-core. Bringing those biceps, or bringing those dumbbells up towards your shoulders, squeezing it up, lowering them down slowly, working against gravity and that weight. 5 seconds to go here. We'll hold one arm stationary and curl that other arm right here. Stationary, curling that other arm for 40 seconds here. So this is really gonna burn your arms. Remember why you signed on. And own it. Right here. 20 seconds to go on this arm. And we'll switch it out, holding this arm stationary and curling the other one. For 10. Really burn him here. And 3, 2, don't drop that weight, just switch it up. This arm stays stationary, we don't let it fall. It's really gonna work against you here, but you're so much stronger than you think you are. 30 seconds curling this other arm. We'll have a short rest for 15 seconds, and we'll take it into those tricep kickbacks. So don't give up now. Hold that weight up. Fight against the urge to let it fall. 10 seconds to go here. Breathing in on every single repetition. In 5, we'll get a rest. 2, 1. All right, shake it out. Only a short rest here. Less than 15 to go. We're going to be doing those tricep kickbacks. Same variation as before. 3 times, 40 seconds, switching up the arms. Shake it out. Breathe it in. Right here, shoulder width apart, slight bend, hinging in the hips. Meet me at that row position. Kicking back those dumbbells towards the back of the room. Squeezing at the top. 30 seconds here. And then we'll hold one arm stationary. And we will kick back only one of our arms. Focusing on those triceps. Squeezing it at the top, holding it there. Bringing it back towards your pockets. And doing it all over again. 10 more seconds. 5, 4, 3. All right, hold that one arm. You're kicking back only one arm here. Getting that unilateral work here. One arm is burning, the other is working. Less than 30 to go here. Squeeze it at the top, holding that other arm back as we squeeze it through. Keep it up. Inhaling and exhaling. Own the burn. It's a good thing. It's why you train today. You want to get stronger. For 5, we'll switch it out. Burn out that other arm in 3, 2, and 1. Okay. Hold that other arm stationary. Kick back with that other arm. But whatever you do not let that stationary arm fall. Keeping that slight bend in our hips and our knees. And the hinging at the hip. Only 20 seconds to go here. Keeping that arm up. Feeling the burn. Own it. For 10. And 5. 3, 2, 1. Okay, great job. Shake it out. If you want to put those dumbbells down, swing out your arms. Don't forget, front raises are next. In 5. All right, pick them up. Front raise right here. Shoulder width apart once again with those feet. Sliding those dumbbells up to the ceiling. Palms face the ground. Squeezing at the top. Feeling it in those shoulders. 25 seconds here. And then we know what's coming next. One arm stays up. And we raise the other. Breathe in. Breathe out. And 10. We're on that last exercise here. And your body is really working against you. But don't give in. In 3, we'll hold one stationary. Right here, lifting that other arm. 40 seconds to go here. Feel that burn. Lifting that other one. Holding that shoulder up. Don't give in. For 25. 20. Try to keep that arm parallel to the floor as much as you can. As much as it wants to fall. Keep it up. In 10, 9, we've got one more after this where we switch it out and we'll be done with arms. Okay, go ahead, shake it out. We're switching. Stationary with that front raise, last one. Yes, you can, it's burning. And 30. If you wanna add in that step touch, take your mind off those arms, but you're not dropping it, for 20 seconds. 15, getting some deep breaths. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That one was really tough. Shoulders are on fire, so swing them out. Stretch it out a little if you need. The next thing we have up is some abs, so when you're ready, bring in that floor mat. Take it to sitting, finally. Get in some water break. We've got 45 seconds of hard work here with 15 seconds of rest between. So that first exercise on the floor for our first abdominal exercise. Go ahead, lay it down. When you're ready, walkie-talkie. Okay, what you're gonna do here is you're gonna bring it to a power sit-up with an abdominal rotation, meeting that elbow for the opposite knee, laying it back down and switching it out. Power sit-up with abdominal rotation. Next thing you got is a single leg V-up. So we're laying down here, arms at our ears, reaching our hands to meet only one toe, leaving that other leg to the ground. Single leg V-ups. Next thing we've got reverse crunch. Leave those arms down by your bottom. You're gonna pull in those knees to your chest and then lower them back down. Reverse crunch. Get ready, I'm gonna start the timer. "45 seconds here, power sit up with rotation. Lay it down, sit it up, bringing that knee to the opposite elbow. 35 seconds to go here. 15 seconds of rest. Option here, keep those legs hovering about 6 inches over the ground to add in some extra core work. Or alternatively, you can lay it all the way down on the mat between every single repetition if you want to lower that intensity a little bit. For 10, 7, 3, 2, rest. 15 seconds here, and we got the single leg V-ups. Get in a deep breath of air, laying back down on the mat when you're ready. Arms down by our bottom. If you want, you could put them under for some extra support. Oh, sorry, this time we're actually doing arms up by your ears for the single leg V-up. Sorry about that. So here again, once again, you can hover those legs over the floor for some extra work. Or alternatively, lay it all the way down between every single repetition if you want to lower that intensity a little bit. 15 seconds to go here. Really reaching for that toe. You don't have to touch it, but just make that your goal. Fingers touching those toes. Right here. Rest it out. Now, sorry about that, you're gonna bring your arms under your bottom for some extra support. We've got the reverse crunch in 5. Right here, reverse crunch. Option here, you can lift that head up, crunching it in to take it up some intensity. Or add those hands under your bottom for some extra support, lowering that intensity a little bit. 25 seconds here. Breathing in and out with every single repetition. Almost done with this first round of this abdominal circuit. Really feeling it in our lower abs, squeezing every time we lower those legs. For 3, 2, 1. Take it up, 15 seconds, and we're going back into that power sit-up with a rotation. Right here, lay it down, sit it up, meet one elbow towards the opposite knee, maybe laying it down between every single rep, squeezing at the top, laying it down, touching that elbow to the opposite knee with a power sit-up with rotation. Show me that power for 20 more seconds. Abs are on fire. Less than 10 seconds of this exercise to go, and we'll be done with them for tonight's workout in 3, 2, rest. Get some water. 10 seconds of rest here. In 3 seconds, we're back for that single leg V-up right here. Lay it down, reach those toes with your fingers. One leg goes up, other lays on the ground. Single leg V-up. Our legs look like scissors. Our abs are on fire. But we're not giving in to the burn. We embrace it. Keep it up for 20 more seconds. Breathing in and breathing out. Keep it up. You're doing great. You've made it so far. And I'm so proud of all of you. Right here. Last rest of this circuit before our reverse crunch. And 5, 4, okay. Right here. Lay it down. Hands under your bottom, dragging our knees to our chest, lowering them down, slightly hovering those legs over the ground, and bringing them back in for the reverse crunch. Burning our lower abs out. In 20 seconds, keep it up. 19, 18, squeezing your core. Feel it burn in 10. All right, ab circuit is done. Great job. Get some water. All right, I'm gonna add in an extra ab burnout, even though we were just doing lots of abs. I want you to stay on that mat. We've got a small burnout here, 3 minutes. So that first thing is gonna be laying down on your side, and you've got a leg lift. So go ahead and push it down into that side plank position. Weight goes in that bottom forearm. Push those hips up to the ceiling, and you're just gonna lift one leg up. So we're gonna be doing that on both sides, and our last thing we're gonna be doing is getting into that same standard plank position that we know and love. You're gonna add in a dumbbell. So that's gonna go under one of your palms, going vertically down to your knee. With that other hand, you're gonna grab the dumbbell, just bring it to the opposite side of your body, lower that palm to the ground, and just pull it back through to the other side for some plank pull-throughs. So we'll be doing each side of those plank leg lifts, 1 minute each, and we'll be doing the plank pull-throughs in between. So right here, 1 minute of the left side plank leg lift, or right, whatever side you want to do first. Lay it down in that side plank, lifting up your leg towards the ceiling, lowering it back down, lifting it up, and lowering it down again. You have 1 minute here. Option here, if you want, you could go ahead and bend that bottom knee for some extra stability and take it to a leg lift this way. That lowers the intensity slightly. Other option to bring up the intensity, get in that same stacked feet position, bringing it up. Hold that arm up, reaching your fingers to the ceiling. Whatever option best suits you. Keep it up. You're lifting that hip up towards the ceiling. This actually works your outer glutes as well as your obliques. For 5, 4, 2, and 1. Now go ahead and get in that standard plank position. 1 dumbbell under the opposite palm. We're pulling it right through to the other side and pulling it again. So right here, try to keep those hips as stationary as possible. You don't want them rocking from side to side because that defeats the whole purpose of holding your core stable and getting that hard core work in. This works your whole core, from your obliques, your upper abs, your lower abs. So really squeeze the entire thing and don't give in when your body wants to rock every single plank pull through. 15 seconds. And 10, 5, 4, 3. All right. Great job. Go ahead and flip to the other side. We're going right into it for that leg lift. So side plank, adding that leg lift, feeling the burn in those outer glutes. Don't forget that option here to add in that knee for some extra support. 40 seconds to go here. Breathe it in and breathe it out. After this, we'll be doing a short, tiny little cardio burst. So we get on the mat for a really long time. We'll be here for 20 more seconds. Keep that in mind as you stand up for this cardio portion. And stand up slowly with control in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 2. All right, great job. Ab circuit done. Push that mat out of the way. Get in a deep breath of air. We got a short cardio burst coming your way to finish out this workout. So get some water. When you're ready, meet me at standing. We've got 2 exercises here, 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off, with 2 times going through. So that first exercise, we're getting into that same lunge position that we know and love for a lunge hop with a floor tap. So get into that lunge, bring it down a little deeper, and bring it up for a little hop. Lunge tap with a floor tap. You don't have to touch the ground all the way if you don't want. So there you go, that's your first exercise. Second exercise, we're standing feet shoulder width apart, arms by your ears. You're gonna take it into a long jump. Right here, shuffle it back. Long jump, right here, stay squatting, shuffling it back. Those are your 2 exercises. Go ahead, get started with that lunge hop. We got 20 seconds here. Since we're going through this twice, we'll do the opposite leg next time. If you don't want to reach for the floor, you can just take it into like this march stance like a running man. Last rep here. All right, 10 seconds of rest here. And we got that long jump with a backwards shuffle. Right here. Really get in as much surface area as possible with that long jump. If you want, you can just shuffle it forward and shuffle it back if the jump is a little hard on your joints. Whatever the reason is, valid. Okay, 10 seconds here. We'll do it all once more, and you will have reached the end of this workout. Right here, opposite leg for that lunge jump. Oops. Reach your knee, hovering over the ground, jumping it up. Option to touch the floor between every single hop. Rest. Less than 10 seconds here, and you've got the broad jump to shuffle. Last 30 or 20 of hard work right here. Give it your all. You can do anything you put your mind to for just 20 short seconds. Own it. We started our workout out great. How are you gonna end it? Right here, last rep. All right, great job. I'm so proud of you all. Bring that mat back. We have got a cool down headed your way. Whew. Breathe it in, breathe it out. That was tough. Get some water. Meet me at standing. Right here. Just get a deep breath of air. Reach for the ceiling. Let it all out. On your way down, reach for those toes. Grab the back of those ankles if that feels right for you. You can bend your knees if you maybe don't reach your feet all the way. Now slowly walk out those hands for a downward dog. And go ahead and walk that dog, bending one leg at a time. Feeling the stretch in the back of those hamstrings. Breathe in, breathe it out. Go ahead, take it to your knees. And then go ahead and pop out one foot, leaning into that lunge position. Feeling the stretch in the front of your thighs, your inner thighs, and pushing into it. Out. Option here to lower those arms down. Circle them around, reach into the ceiling, and move into that lunge. Circle them back down. Go ahead, straighten that front leg. Lean your torso into that knee. And when you're ready, bring that knee back in to kneeling position. We're gonna stretch that other side out. Bring it into your heel. Front heel bearing that weight, leaning into that forward lunge, stretching that back thigh. Again, go ahead and circle it out. Reach for the ceiling if that feels right for you. Circle it back down. Reach for that front toe, straighten that front leg. Try to reach your nose to your knee. Just go as far as whatever feels right. One last deep breath. Bring it back into kneeling position. And when you're ready, slowly bring it to standing. Curving one spine at a time. Right here. Go ahead. Cross one arm over your chest. Bring that other arm to hold it there. Stretching that shoulder right here. Cross one arm over the other. Stick it out. So I had a lot of fun in this workout. I hope you all did too. If you want, in this YouTube description, there should be a little tiny survey to fill out. It's really quick, really easy. You'll be able to express any ideas you maybe have for the features. You can maybe tell me what you didn't like about this workout or what you did maybe really like and want to see more of. It's really helpful. One arm over the other. Grab that opposite elbow, stretching it towards the other side of the room. Holding it here. I teach this class on the live stream every single Tuesday at 6:30 p.m. Switch it out. Or you can go ahead and watch the archive videos. You can watch this one whenever you want in the archive playlist, or any other ones you may really like. Stretch it out. One more deep breath in. Let it all out. I'm so proud of you all, and that's all I have planned for you today. So thanks so much. See you